Hi, this is Apple Watch Dave, and in today's video, I'm going to provide a detailed review of the Trail Loop band. Okay, so previously on the channel, I've talked about this band and I kind of first impressions of it. Okay, but in today's video, I'm going to delve into a bit more depth. And why am I going to do that? Well, because these bands are £100 in the UK or whatever around the world, and it might be that when you buy an Ultra, you only get one band. And it might be the band that you get with it because they're so expensive. So it's really important to know that you're making the right choice, okay? And there are a couple of differences that I think are quite significant between these two bands. So this is an older generation Trail Loop. Here's the one that came up with the OG Ultra, and these new ones that are here, okay? So let's get cracking. So first of all, the old-fashioned bands here were made from like a nylon weave, okay, and quite straightforward. Whereas these bands are a little bit more complicated. So they're made of 100% recycled polyester, fair enough, 100% recycled spandex, and 60% recycled nylon. Now, the way these bands are different than the previous generations is that these bits at the side, if you can see them there, provide a little bit of reflection, okay? So a bit like the Nike Sport bands of old, they actually reflect your the light from it a little bit. So that's new. And obviously they provide a great deal of recycled material, okay? Now, what are the pros of these kind of bands? Well, they're incredibly lightweight, okay? Put it on the wrist, you don't really know that you are wearing it, okay? And that's always been true of the Trail Loop. I do feel like perhaps they're a little bit sort of overpriced because what you're getting really is a very, very nice sort of Nike Sport Loop. So something like this, okay, these are £50 currently on Apple and they're half the price. Is this twice as nice? No, I don't think it is. It's a bit nicer, yes, and the look certainly works really well with the Ultra, okay? But there's been one key difference that I've noticed between this band and these older ones. Now, these ones, you can wear them all day. Put them on all day, that's great. They dry quickly if you get them wet, swimming or something like that, and that's great. Now these ones, this new one still dries quickly, but I have a little bit of an issue compared with these for the all-day wear. And whether it's to do with the recycled stuff in here, I don't know, or what it is, but I've certainly found that actually this band does make my wrist quite sweaty in a way that the older ones didn't, okay? So it's actually a little bit of a different material. If anything, it's a little bit thinner. So that style-wise, I think it's probably a better band than the older ones, definitely. It looks great, but there's a real kind of clamminess on the wrist that I've not noticed with the older bands that are there, okay? And this might be something to consider. Now, for me, who has quite a lot of bands, you know what I mean? I don't really wear the bands maybe for a few, 5-6 hours, maybe most, and I come in, I might change if I'm going out for a workout or whatever. But you've got the Lego Christmas tree in the background there. If you're thinking of picking up something like this as a bit of a gift, what I would say is that it looks great. It looks incredible with the black Ultra, pairs perfectly, absolutely perfectly, and it looks stunning. But as it's suitable for all-day wear, like Apple claims, I've not really found that because I've found my wrist to be a real a little bit sweaty. So it might be that if you're looking for something like this, you might have to take the plunge and get a cheaper Nike Sport band, which I've not found make my wrist sweaty at all, okay? They seem to be more breathable, ironically, than this style, although Apple claims on its website, these are incredibly breathable. I haven't found that, okay? I found actually the Alpine Loop to be probably more breathable, although I haven't done as harder exercise in it, so it's probably not quite fair. So my question is this: have you tried these bands? What do you think of the Trail Loop, okay? Is it something you're interested in getting? Does that sweatiness put you off a little bit? Or have you not found that? What do you think? For me, and I keep banging on about it, I still think that a band like this is the one to go for. If you're going to buy one band for your Apple Watch, I would buy an Alpine Loop, okay? You can wear them all day. Now, obviously, exercising them is pretty difficult, so then I'd pick up something like this to exercise in, not a problem, you know what I mean? Or whatever. But I just feel that the sweatiness of these means that they aren't really suitable for all-day wear, okay? Have you found the same? As I say, let me know. Would the sweatiness put you off this band? Well, it's a detailed review. You know I've worn it a lot, and that's my findings. All right, see you on the next one.